Starting in 2003, American Chopper dominated reality television for 10 years, giving a look at the inside workings of Orange County choppers with a mix of competition and drama that provided a model for all reality shows that have followed. Unlike most so-called reality shows, though, the fighting, cursing, crying, welding, and painting on American Chopper was real. Here's a look at the untold truth of American Chopper. Drinking and welding. In his book, The Ride of a Lifetime, Paul Teutul Sr. discusses his 15-year drug and alcohol addiction, which ended when he went to rehab on the advice of his wife in 1985. He wrote, "Somehow, she talked me into going into rehab, something I thought I'd never do, but I wanted to have one last good drunk. So the day before I was set to go into rehab, I got totally plastered. I drank a half-gallon of wine, a pint of brandy, and I took 6 Valiums." While Paul Sr. was ultimately able to stop his drinking, his sons Mikey and Paul Jr. both had issues with drugs and alcohol, with Paul Jr. going to rehab at age 16. Father-son feud. Fights between the Pauls were a regular occurrence on the show, driving much of the on-screen drama. But the most heated argument ever captured on camera happened in 2009, when a chair-throwing Paul Jr. was dressed down by his father for sleeping on the job and showing up late. It seemed like the perfect reality TV show plotline, but this wasn't scripted drama. Paul Sr. actually fired his son, which opened a whole new can of worms because the show's contract stipulated that Paul Jr. had to be involved. The network, TLC, filed a notice of default, forcing Paul Sr. to bring Paul Jr. back as a contractor so he could stay on the show without technically working for his dad. But then things got even uglier. The new contract had a clause that allowed Paul Sr. to buy out his son's stake in Orange County Choppers. Jr. refused, and Dad sued him for $1 million. Jr. took him to court and won, retaining his stake in the company, but the two eventually decided it would be better for their relationship if they just stopped working together entirely. A tragic accident. In 2010, Paul Jr. branched out and opened his own custom motorcycle shop, Paul Jr. Designs. But the business began under a dark cloud. Shortly after opening, a man contracted by the building's owner to repair the roof fell and died. In a statement, Paul Jr. said, quote, "This was a tragic accident and, although I've never met this man, my deepest condolences and prayers go out to his family and friends." Wedding snub. In 2010, Paul Jr. married Rachel Beister, a model he'd met on an episode of American Chopper. In advance of their wedding, the couple appeared on TLC's show Say Yes to the Dress, and even met with a chef from TLC's Cake Boss to really hammer home the fact that TLC pretty much owns these people. One person, however, did not attend Paul and Rachel's wedding, Paul Sr., who skipped the event even though he was invited. Ouch. Case of stolen idea. In 2014, a Florida man named Chris Tavansis sued the two Pauls and Orange County Choppers for copyright infringement. Tavansis, who suffered from polio and was wheelchair-bound until his death in February 2016, claimed that he pitched the idea of a handicap-accessible, 3-wheel motorcycle to members of the shop at a bike show in 2008. Tavansis contended that this bike, which the American Chopper team built at the beginning of 2010 in conjunction with the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, was a ripoff of his original idea, for which Tavansis held a patent.
I honestly mean from the bottom of my heart that we're honored to do this bike. It's all about giving back, so we're doing this.
As of the making of this video, the case is still making its way through the court system. Sidekicks gone wild. While his father and brother were settling their differences on screen and in court, younger son Mikey shifted his energies from Orange County Choppers to other schemes. In November 2010, he opened Wolfgang Gallery, an art gallery that showcased, among other works, his own paintings. A year after he opened the gallery, Mikey launched a line of gourmet pasta sauces under the company name FarQ Products, which carried flavors like Porcine Orgy Sausage Supreme. One of the show's other lovable sidekicks didn't have such a pleasant end to his time with Orange County Choppers. Shop hand Cody Connolly was a regular in the show's early days, and at one point was given a chopper for all his hard work, which he helped design. However, Cody later filed a lawsuit for $250,000 in damages, claiming that he never received the chopper, and that Orange County Choppers continued to use his likeness on promotional materials after he'd left the company. He eventually settled out of court and returned to the show, but working for Paul Jr. instead. Rumors and lies. In recent years, Orange County Choppers has been dogged by persistent rumors that the company is in dire financial straits and headed for foreclosure. When word got out that their headquarters was being sold, Paul Sr. had to go on the radio to assure fans that they were doing fine. Around the same time as the foreclosure rumors started swirling, strange reports surfaced suggesting Paul Sr. had died in a motorcycle accident. According to Snopes.com, on April 18, 2016, the website Iron Demons doctored a real article about another man's death in a motorcycle crash in Louisiana to make it look like it was Paul Sr.'s death. The rumors went viral, prompting Orange County Choppers to post a rebuttal on Facebook. The show may be dead for now, but its stars, at least, are still alive and kicking. Thanks for watching! Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.